Good evening. I'm going to give you one secret to how to beat the competition, how to have a secure business here in Japan. I'm a bit winded. I've just been around half the lake, so it's about, I don't know, 12 kilometers on my bike. Not very far, I guess. What's that? 7 or 8 miles. But it's getting warm. Anyway, here I am, by the way. Sorry to string this along. Find out the secret to how you can make a profit and live in Japan and do everything to your heart's content. After I talk about this little shed here. That is not a shed, that is Shiga Naoya, or Naoya Shiga's tea house. What, you're saying? Not the famous Shiga Naoya. Yeah, who's Shiga Naoya? He's a minor literary chap who lived briefly in Abiko, I think about 100 years ago. Famous for the I fiction, or the Watashi fiction, or something, where his thing was to write about his own life. That was like a new thing. How he would do very well these days, eh? Or perhaps not, we're all at it now. Anyway, this is his little tea house. And I think you can go in. I haven't actually been bothered to go in, but anyway, there it is. Right, the secret. The secret to having a successful business. Whenever you've got trouble bringing in customers, or you're worried about the future, the basic rule is, here it is. Are you ready? Where am I looking? Where's the camera? Over here? Yeah. Here's the basic rule. Raise your quality. Don't lower your price, raise your quality. As I think Seth Godin, one of those marketing dudes with the funny glasses, says, marketing dudes with funny glasses, a race to the bottom when it comes to price is not a race that you want to win. If you're constantly undercutting your competition, I mean, it's good when you start to maybe have cheap classes, but you know, raise your prices and keep them at a reasonable level, because you don't want to be known as the cheapest place. You want to be known as the best place, and that's the greatest defense against students quitting. If they think that you give good lessons and a higher quality, they ain't going to quit. And if they do quit, because, you know, I was thought of this topic because today we had a kid. He's going to do Juku for 3 days a week, and so he's going to be leaving. But he doesn't want to leave because he enjoys lessons so much. And so we might be able to squeeze him into another class or a Zoom lesson. I'll have to find out when I get back on like what the parents said they want to do. But it made me think, yeah, he doesn't want to quit. I mean, we don't do Juku stuff, and I don't want to teach Juku, so you know, the parents think that that's an important thing to do Juku. So he's going to bugger off and do that. But because we have good quality lessons, and by quality lessons I mean lessons that he enjoys and that he gets something from, he doesn't want to quit, and he's going to try and stay. And that often happens, actually. We lose some kids to Juku, but more often than not they go to Juku and continue with us because they like it. How can you raise your quality? Well, do all the basics. Show up on time. Be nice to the kids. Don't beat them up. Have entertaining lessons that the kids enjoy, but make sure they're learning something. Whoa. Sorry, I'm holding this. I'm trying to hold it so I don't block the speakers. That's the basics. Then improve the materials that you use. Make your own materials if possible. Don't just use cheap free stuff off the internet. Buy a good quality book. Why? You could buy some Tower English. Oh no, that's my company. What is it? Free Talk TEFL book. freetalktefl.com, no, whatever it is. You can buy some books from me, or you know, use some good stuff that you know is tried and trusted. Something like, I used to use Oxford University Press stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there, but ultimately make your own stuff. And by quality, as I say, it's you want to be teaching kids things that they can handle, that also push them slightly, and that they're actually learning from. So, you know, it's a balance. You can't just have entertaining lessons that they're not really learning anything, and equally you can't have tedious lessons full of grammar where they're maybe quote unquote learning, but they're not enjoying. Finding the right balance. Anyway, that's how you increase quality. If you have staff, hire good people. Pay just slightly above the average rate, or have slightly better facilities, or just something that's slightly better, and you'll attract the good staff. You don't have to pay a lot more, just a little bit more. Don't have to have the best school, just a nicer break room than other places. Things like that. And what's it called in Japanese? Kaikan or something? Where they're constantly improving every year. Think like that too. What can you improve slightly? Is this particular lesson that you always teach, is it a bit of a dud? Okay, fix it. Teach a good lesson. And just constant small improvements after you've been doing this in this game for a couple of years, you'll find that your school is higher quality, and therefore fewer people quit. You gain a reputation for good quality lessons, you attract more quality students, and it's a virtuous circle, as they say, I think, which is good. You don't want the alternative where you cut prices, you do everything cheap, because you're going to attract bottom feeders, basically, the people who just want to have the cheapest stuff, the Chizits, as they're called. How much is it? How much is it? You don't want to be a Chizit. How much is it? That shouldn't be the customers that you're appealing to. It should be a higher class. No, kids who want to learn, and parents who are willing to pay whatever it takes to get good quality. So that's my 2 yens worth. Raise your quality, not lower your prices. Okay, peace. See ya. Got to get back before the mosquitoes are coming out. I've just seen a couple. Okay, cheerio.